Welcome everybody into the Caller Foundation Complex here on the campus at Howard Community College. Matt Trudell and Mike Withers here with you today for the game against the College of Southern Maryland Hawks taking on your Howard Community College Dragons. How you doing today, Mike?
Not bad, Matt. Happy New Year. I haven't seen you since last year. Good
I
to be
know.
back.
So let's speak. It's been a while. So the Dragons are now improved to 4-7 on the season. They had a three-game winning streak, but then they lost on the 4th of January against Union College at Union College, number 4 ranked team in the nation. They lost 94 to 37. A little expected with the quality of team and on the road, but that three-game winning streak was massive. Um, Getting ready to come into conference play.
Yes, it was, Matt. And you really try to be ready this time of year when you start your conference play. And I think the Dragons are in a good place now, getting everybody healthy, getting the team back together, getting in shape. So look forward to some big things from them.
And last time we were here, we saw the emergence of Jayla Putman, coming out of an injury and asserting herself in this roster. She's now the leading scorer of this team, 10.8 points per game. And the Dragons are really coming to form of recently.
Yeah. Jella was lights out last time I saw her. That was against Essex Community College when we last saw her play. She put up about 24 points or something like that. But it's good to have somebody that you know who your go-to person is, and I think that the Dragons have that now. Now, if they can get the rest of the team kind of filled in around her offensively, it will mean a lot.
Yeah, and as of recently, the game against Union College, she had 14 points, 5 rebounds, and she led all scorers on the Dragons side of things. Now, this Southern Maryland Hawks team, now technically considered a club team, so this is not a conference game. But they come into today um, with a relatively small roster, but they should be a challenge. They've played in this conference for years. Just because they're a club team doesn't mean that, they are a lesser basketball
Right.
team. So, how did the Dragons combat them today?
Well, College of Southern Maryland has already been giving them a tough time. So I think if the Hawks can play their game, get up down the floor, get out in transition, and defensively control the backboard. Now, I don't think Chambers is playing today, so someone else is going to have to step up to help out on the backboard. So rebounding, making easy shots, and not turning the ball over, I think will be key. And they should win here this afternoon.
Well, in the Dragons starting lineup today, which we will get to in shortly, looks way different than the last time we saw them here. Some players that usually come off the bench are getting an opportunity to start today, so that'll be important for them, as we move further into conference play, and the Dragons kind of building their roster, getting quality minutes.
Yeah, and I think that's good. It's a very different looking team. They're early on in the year, and at JUCO that happens a lot of times, and you have to adjust on the fly. So I think coach is happy with the effort, what she has, and it's good to be able to go deep into the bench. So that's going to pay premiums we get to February.
All right, so let's actually do the starting lineup. Let's start with the College of Southern Maryland Hawks, starting number 1, freshman guard Kaylin Samuel. Number 2, a freshman guard Andrea Harley. Number 4, a freshman guard Raylan Lee. Number 12, a freshman forward Leela Iafeta. And number 21, a freshman center Ayana Harris. And for your Dragons, we're going to start number 0, a freshman forward Mackenzie Walters. Number 3, a sophomore point guard Zakiah Brown. Number 10, a sophomore forward Asani Offer. Number 13, a sophomore shooting guard Jayla Putman. And number 22, a sophomore shooting guard Caden Jaselskis. We are going to step aside. They are going to do the starting lineups, national anthem, and we will be back for the tip of this ball game. All right, Matt Trudell, Mike Withers back here with you in Columbia. Again, the Caller Foundation Complex, about ready to have tip-off of the first game in a little over a month since we've been here.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's good to be back, and I'm excited to see what the Hawks are up to in this new year at home.
And it will be Walters and Harris going up for the opening tip. And we are underway. The Hawks win the opening tip-off. It is in the hands of Samuel. And she's going to start the first possession of the game.
Hawks still in that patent 2-3 they like to play.
Gets it inside to Harris. Harris misses the shot. Rebound drops to Brown. The Dragons will have their first possession. Swings it over to Jaselskis. She's going to shoot a three. Just misses it. And the Hawks are now heading the other way.
That's a good sign, though. Jaselskis looking for a shot. I like that.
Samuel now moves to the top of the screen. Throws it back to Lee. Lee now kicks it out to Samuel. Samuel's going to drive. Throws up a floater off the backboard. Too strong. Gets her own rebound, though. And a jump ball is called. Possession arrow is going to be in the Dragons' favor.
Dragons giving up some penetration at the top of the zone. Not what you want to see.
And Offer gets it into Brown, and Brown is going to bring it up the court. Swings it over to Offer. Now Jaselskis. Putman hesitates. Thought about it. It's going to swing back around to Brown, and Brown is going to travel.
I could see that one coming. She's a little too anxious that time when we split the guards. Just move her feet.
8:51 left in this first quarter, still scoreless, and the Hawks will start back with Raylan Lee getting it over to Kaylin Samuel. Baseline pass. It's stolen away by Putman. She's going to throw it up to Brown. It's too high, and it sails out of bounds.
Yeah, Putnam, good idea, but not the pass. You probably want to make a diagonal pass. Just nothing there.
Dragons going to play a bit of a press.
I've seen them practice. They work on this 2-2-1, a little token pressure.
Countess Gordon comes into the game for the Hawks. She's going to take Leela Iafeta's position. And a foul is called on Putman.
Hawks got what they want. They had a little slight trap, turnover, but reach in on the call. Putnam picks up her first. Don't want to get her in foul trouble.
Teams first. And now Harley gets it in to Lee. Now Samuel. Back to Harley. Gordon gets her pass stolen away by Zakiya Brown. Zakiya Brown heading down the court. Left-handed layup. Gets it to go. First points of the game belong to the Dragons.
That's a nice move by Brown with the left hand. Good job by Hawks. Good pressure.
And a turnover. So Dragons will have the possession. Putman.
Coach going to say just how we teach it. Got the trap right at the half-court line.
Now Brown looks inside to Offer. Offer's going to split two defenders. Kicks it out to Putman. Putman for three. In and out. And the rebound drops to Gordon, who gets it over to Lee. And now Samuel will slow it down. Pass is smacked away, but it is recovered by the Hawks. Andrea Harley throws it down low. Battle for it, and Mackenzie Walters is going to pick up her first foul.
College of Southern Maryland doing a good job moving the ball around the zone. Got the pin on the low post.
Harris is going to get 2 free throws coming her way.
Yeah, Harris did a good job posting up Mackenzie down there. Mackenzie's playing a side post.
Misses the first one. First free throws of the game for either team. Dragons up 2-0, 7:25 left in the first quarter. And Harris can't get the other one to go, and now Putman heading the other way.
Good job on the box out by Walters.
Brown over to Putman. Elbow three, misses it. Battle for the rebound, same team, but the Hawks come down with it, and Harley's going to push it the other way. Now Lee throws up a floater, misses it off the backboard. Mackenzie Walters gets the rebound, and then Brown travels.
Brown looking to get it out to Caden rather. Just shuffle her feet again.
It's be Hawks ball. And Harley throws it into Samuel. Now Lee throws it down low, good position, and a foul is going to, a travel on number 21, Ayanna Harris.
Ayanna Harris done a good job posting up on that low block. The Hawks, Dragons rather, have to get more pressure on the perimeter to stop that look inside.
Brown inside to Offer, who kicks it out to Jaselskis. There's going to be a foul called on the floor. I believe it's on number 1. That is Kaylin Samuel.
I mean, with the reach, and Offer doing a good job at the high post, making the look.
So Putman will have it. Looking to inbound. Gets it to Zakiah Brown. Who swings it to Jaselskis. Who bounces into Offer. Good pass. And an extra pass back to Jaselskis for open three. Misses it short. Walters gets the offensive rebound. And now Brown for three. Misses that. Walters battles for the rebound, but it drops to the Hawks.
Yeah, Dragons getting some good looks. Not falling right now, but I like the ball movement.
Harley spins, kicks it out to Samuel. Samuel will shoot a three. Misses that short. Dragons tap it right down to Countess Gordon, who then is fouled.
Ah, man, looks like it's going to be on McKenzie. That might be her second.
It is Mackenzie Walters' second. Mariah Ruth is going to come into the game for the Dragons.
Coming off the bench, she's one of the starters before the break.
Gordon misses the first free throw. Desiree Barnes is going to come into the game. Oh, not quite yet.
Not yet.
Misses the second free throw, in and out. Ruth gets the rebound, and then she throws it away. So now Harley, turnaround, misses it. Ruth battles for the rebound, comes down with it, but they're going to call a jump ball, I would imagine.
Dragons try to get out on the break. It's an errant pass, but I like the offensive pressure.
So it'll be Hawks ball off the jump ball. Number 21, Ayanna Harris, comes out of the game for number 0, Desiree Barnes. Barnes will look to inbound it. Throws it out to Gordon. And then Barnes gets her three-point shot blocked. And Offers heading the other way for the Dragons. She's going to slow it down. Extra pass to Putman. She hesitates, steps in deep two, and gets that to go. So Dragons are now up 4-0.
Good play by Putnam. Stepping in for that two.
So now bounced over to Harley. Samuel. Jaselskis steps out to press her. She's going to get around, throws it up, misses it off the backboard. Rebound goes to Gordon. And then her pass is knocked out of bounds by Putman, so it will stay with the Hawks.
Hawks got a break on that one. Offer did a good job stepping in to take the charge, but a no call by the officials.
5:01 left in the first quarter. Inbound goes to Harley, who will shoot a three, misses it. Ruth looked like she knocked out of bounds, but it will be the Hawks. It is our first media timeout of the game, so we're going to step aside 4-0, and we will be back. Dragons up. Welcome back here in Columbia. Matt Trudell, Mike Withers with you. Dragons 2 of 7 from the field, 28.6%. The Hawks have missed all 8 shots. And we are back underway. Brown going to bring it up for the Dragons. Now Putman. Ruth over to Brown. Now Offer baseline, kicks it out. Jaselskis for 3. In and out. Rebound drops to Lee of the Hawks. She bounces it over to Barnes. Barnes takes it all the way and gets the baseline layup to go. And the first points of the game for Southern Maryland.
Barnes off the bench with a nice looking drive to the basket.
Jaselskis kicks it out to Brown. Brown for 3. Misses that. Rebound goes to Harris. And now Samuel's going to push it for the Hawks. Slows it down, hands it off to Barnes.
Like the tempo that the Dragons are playing with, get some nice looks. They'll just keep going. Those shots are going to start dropping.
Samuel gets it inside to Harris. Harris then gets robbed by Mariah Ruth, and she's going to push it the other way. And she's going to slow it down.
Looked like she might have got away with a little travel there, but Ruth came up with the ball.
Putman over to Ruth. Ruth down low to Offer. She struggles with it, but is able to recover. Now Putman for 3. Misses that short, and Harris gets the rebound. Barnes gets it across the line.
Hawks kind of slowing it down. Trying to work the inside again. Trying to get down low.
Harley gets a pick from Harris, then down low, open on the baseline is Barnes for a layup. Tie ball game.
That time the Dragons just turned their back on the basketball, and the Hawks end up with a little layup.
Putman now drives. Floater gets blocked by Harris, and the Hawks heading the other way. It's going to be Raylan Lee who throws it all the way down to Harris, who then gets it to Samuel. Samuel's going to drive baseline, misses it, and they're going to call an offensive foul.
Offer got there in time. She got the call. Last time it was no call, but great hustle by her, running baseline to baseline.
I like the decision. I mean, Putman got blocked, but they were kind of settling for a bunch of threes, and she was like, you know what, at least I'm going to try and drive. Samuel comes out of the game. She has 2 fouls, and in the game for her is going to be number 12, Leela Iafeta.
Well, a telltale sign is no free throws for the Dragons here early. They're shooting a bunch of jump shots. It'd be great to see them start attacking the basket.
Tamir Whittle came in for the Dragons. Brown hits the 3.
Take it back. We'll take that.
So Dragons take a 3-point lead. 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Harley over to Barnes. Barnes throws it to Lee. Lee, wild floater in the lane, misses it. Brown gets the rebound. Now Whittle's heading the other way. She's going to take on both defenders. Gets it to drop and has a chance at a three-point play.
Whittle, that's a good job in transition, getting out on the break, attacking the rim. And the Dragons are finally shooting some free throws.
This will be their first free throw of the game. Tamir Whittle making an impact coming off the bench right away. Dragons have a 5-point lead, their largest of the game, can stretch it to 6 here, and gets it to go.
Dragons in that 2-2-1 pressure again.
Harley gets it poked away from Ruth, and they say it actually goes off of Harley's leg, so it will be Dragons' ball.
Lined up on the floor now looks kind of familiar.
Discussion between the refs. That's the pause here. 2:09 left in the first quarter. Whittle gets the inbound from Ruth. Now gets it inside to Ruth. Back to Whittle. She pump fakes and then gets fouled on the pass. So it'll be Dragons' ball right in front of us.
Dragons doing a good job moving the ball side to side, making the zone shift. Ruth normally plays in the wing. They have her playing the high post.
Pass poked away, but Offer's able to recover it. Now Ruth inside to Offer. Kicks it out to Brown, who misses the deep two. And then they are going to call a foul.
Wow. Is that on Offer? Look like she just grabbed the rebound. Maybe pushed down low.
Okay.
Oh, well, maybe the ball hit the scoreboard or something. I'm not sure.
Now Barnes for the Hawks, and her pass gets smacked away. She's able to recover it, but it actually does go out of bounds, so it will go to the Dragons.
Yeah, I don't think there was a foul on the last play. I think it hit something above on the carom, maybe.
Yeah. Bit of confusion up here.
Yeah.
Now Whittle over to Brown. Brown shoots a deep two, foot on the line, misses it, and Barnes gets the rebound for the Hawks. Barnes is going to back out. A three off the backboard and in by Iafetta.
Whittle coming out with a hand up, but Iafetta, bank is open.
Much needed shot made for the Hawks. 1 minute to go left in the first quarter. Putman's going to try and answer with the three. Misses that. Iafetta gets the rebound. And now Lee heading the other way. Lee back to Harley. Harley for three, misses it. Putman gets the rebound. And they call her for a travel.
Yeah, Putnam looking for the outlet pass, but Brown was covered.
Got a little too excited there.
Yeah, I like the pace of the game, though. We're getting up and down the floor right now.
Avery Richardson comes in for Putman for the Dragons. Iafetta will take a seat, and coming in for her, I believe, is Countess Gordon. Barnes looks to inbound it, gets it to Harris. She can't handle it. Battle on the ground for the ball. Barnes strips it away. There's another battle, and they're going to call a jump ball, and it will stay here with the Hawks.
Good hustle by the Dragons on the floor after the basketball. It'll be Hawks ball, but like the hustle.
So Barnes will look to inbound again. 18 seconds on shot clock. 34.8 left in the first quarter. Harley gets the inbound. Drops it back to Barnes. Now Gordon. Back to Harley. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Barnes going to drive. Throws up a floater baseline. In and out. Misses it. No shot clock. 15 seconds left. Whittle's going to bring it up the court. Dragons up 3. Now Offer over to Brown. Richardson's going to shoot a three. Misses it. Rebound goes to Gordon of the Hawks. And now Lee, with time running out, gets a shot off last second. I think they're going to count it.
Well, they say two.
And they do. So at the end of one quarter, Dragons are up 10-9. A big basket for the Hawks to end this quarter. We will be back at the start of the second quarter. All right, back here in Columbia for the start of the second quarter. Dragons have a 1-point lead. It will be Dragons ball. Dragons have already taken 11 3-point shots.
11, only 1 for 11 though. So
Jaselskis, who came back into the game for Richardson. Now back out to Ruth. Whittle drives, misses the shot at the hoop. And now Lee pushes up the court for the Hawks. And then she is fouled by Ruth.
yeah, Ruth, kind of an ill-advised play, reaching from behind. Got beat off the dribble.
She kind of got away with that on the last play of the first quarter. So you might think, oh, you know.
Yep. You're reading my mind. You call that the Matador defense.
So Barnes will look to inbound. It's going to be 20 seconds on the shot clock. 24 seconds on the shot clock, it looks like.
Both teams shooting in the 20s for that first quarter. We expected that would go up as the game goes on.
Harley gets her pass smacked away, eventually falls to Jaselskis, and her pass a little errant for Ruth. So a turnover by the Dragons.
Yeah, Jaselskis trying to get it into Ruth for an easy 2. Well, a little too tall.
Now Harley heading the other way for the Hawks. They have a chance to take their first lead of this game on this possession. Harley over to Lee. Lee's going to move to her right. Throws it down low to Harris. Looked like a good pass, but she could not handle it, so it'll be Dragons ball.
Yeah. Good job on the help side by the Dragons. Made Harris cough it up.
And now Whittle looking for the first points of the second quarter by either team. Ruth gets it down low, posting up the defender. Bounces out to Whittle. Whittle drives baseline, gets fouled. And
that's a nice looking play.
The foul is going to be on number 4. That is Raylan Lee. It's her second foul, and Whittle will go to line for 2 free throws.
Greg Offer looked opposite for the bounce pass for Whittle. Slash into the bucket.
Misses the first one.
Whittle 1 for 2 now. She had the only free throw make in the first quarter for the Dragons.
Misses the second one. It's rebounded by Gordon, and the Hawks are now heading the other way. Raylan Lee with the ball. She's getting trapped, but gets it out to Barnes.
Good job by Whittle cutting off the baseline.
Harley thought about a three. Now's going to throw it down low. Whittle gets her hand in the way, and now Offer comes down with the steal, throws it up to Ruth. Ruth, nice move, misses it off the backboard, though. And Harley now with the ball.
Nice looking drive by Ruth. Just couldn't get it to go down. Strong move, though.
Harley hits the ground, lost control of the ball. They're going to call a jump ball. It will be Dragons possession. 8:22 left in the first half. Kaylin Samuel will come back into the game for the Hawks. And she's coming on for Raylan Lee.
Selskis with the tie up that time.
Now Whittle over to Jaselsius. Whittle for three. Gets that to go. Big time three. Tamir Whittle. And it's definitely been a spark off the bench here in the first half for the Dragons.
Oh, yeah, she's giving them a lift for sure.
And stretches the lead to 4 points. Now Harley over to Samuel. Samuel's going to move to her right, kicks it out to Barnes. Barnes going to shoot a three to try and answer, misses it. And then they're going to call a foul.
And that's a picture perfect box out by Jaselskis. Great job on the weak side.
Putman comes in for Zakiya Brown. The foul's on number 23, Countess Gordon. That, I believe, is her second. Nope, it's her first. Ayanna Harris is going to take a seat, and coming in for her is Akila McPherson. We're back underway with Whittle. Now Putman gets stripped. Barnes throws it up to Harley. Harley's going to come down, take on two defenders, misses the shot, gets her own rebound, though, and then they're going to call a foul.
Oh, it might have been. Okay.
So the foul's on Jaselskis. That's her first foul. Team second. Andrea Harley's going to the line for 2 free throws. They have missed all 4 of their free throws so far today.
Yeah, that was a good play by Harley hustling after her missed shot.
Gets the first one to go. Misses the second one. Dragons still up 3. And Whittle heading the other way for the Dragons. Now Ruth. Whittle over to Putman. Inside to Offer. Nice pass to Ruth. She made a nice move. Goes baseline. Misses the reverse layup. And now Samuel's going to push it for the Hawks. She's going to take on 3 defenders. Misses her shot. It falls into Putman's hands. And now Offer's going to push it up the court. And then gets it to Whittle. Whittle takes it all the way. Misses the layup, though. And the rebound goes to Barnes.
Frantic pace right now. Both teams getting up and down.
Samuel over to Harley. Now Samuel, she thought about it. She's going to move towards the baseline basket. Back out. Harley's going to shoot a deep 3 and misses everything. It's saved, but Whittle is able to secure it. And now Putman heading the other way off of a good pass by Whittle. Ruth for 3 and gets that to go. Dragons up 6.
That's a great sign. Ruth really looking for a shot. That's a nice looking 3.
6:18 left in the first half. Dragons are now up by 6. Ties their largest lead of the game. Barnes travels. Thought they called a foul for a second. I would have felt like that might not be a great foul call, so they called the travel instead.
Yeah, Dragons in a little 1-3-1, getting a little pressure. Putman was able to get over there and cut the ball off, so You don't have to steal it. A lot of times, just make you turn the ball over. And that's what happened there.
Dragons look to have their largest lead of the game here if they can get some points. Ruth is going to shoot a baseline three, misses it, hits off the side of the backboard. So it'll be Hawks ball.
Ruth, although she has not made a lot, she is looking for a shot, which is a good sign as the season goes on. But she's a good three-point shooter.
Raylan Lee comes in for Desiree Barnes. Feta gets it into Harley, and we are back underway.
Dragons in that little 1-3-1. They have Ruth out top. She's tall, long, gets her hands on the ball that time.
And then Lee loses it. Putman comes down with it, and an offer is heading the other way. Gets it across the timeline. She's going to take it all the way. Misses it on the bottom of the hoop, but she gets bailed out. She's going to go to line for 2 free throws.
Hoffer said, I'm taking no chances. I'm going to the hoop this time.
The foul is on number 2, Andrea Harley. She is picked up her first foul. Offer will go to the line for 2. Number 23 for the Hawks, Countess Gordon, is being seen by the trainer. She has a finger injury, so we will have to watch to see if she will come back into this game with already not much of a bench for the Hawks to go.
And something to look for, Matt. You see a lot of the Hawks players with hands on hips, so I don't know if fatigue's going to become a factor as the Dragons continue to push the pace in this game.
Offer makes 1 of 2. Then with the steal, she heads the other way, misses the layup. Harley now gets it up to Lee. Lee gets it baseline, and then she loses control of it. McPherson does, and the Dragons will get it, and they got bailed out there. There were 2 people under the basket wide open.
And that is because of Ruth. That was a great hustle. She ran full court to contest the shot. So those are the little things that makes a difference as the season goes on. So kudos to Ruth for that.
Now Whittle gets it over to Jaselskis. Back to Whittle. Hutman gets it to Jaselskis, and she travels.
And Jaselskis was looking for a shot, shuffled her feet a little bit, trying to square her shoulders up.
5:07 left in this first half. Lee over to Samuel. Samuel, wild shot, gets it to go, and she will have a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, that's a good call. Putnam kind of pushed her down below. She was able to have a little jump hook from the baseline.
Yeah. Unorthodox, they would say, but it worked.
Yeah.
So that is Putman's second foul of the game.
Not really a good one. She kept her hands up on that one. See.
McPherson comes out of the game for Ayanna Harris on the Hawks side of the ball. And now a chance to make it a 3-point play, cut it to a 4-point lead for the Dragons. And in and out, no good. So 17-12, the score remains. And now a stolen pass, and it goes out of bounds off of, they calling a foul or out of bounds? Well, we will find out. It's 17-12 here in Columbia. We're going to take the media timeout. 4:50 left in the first half. All right, back here in Columbia, Matt Trudell, Mike Withers with you, Coach. What is Coach saying? For these final 4 minutes and 50 seconds of the first half, what does she want her team to do? You know, what's it look like going into half?
Well, she wants them to keep up the same pace. She wants probably some more defensive pressure and make your easy shots. They missed a lot of bunnies, as we call it, around the basket. So if they can do that, and none of their little chippy fouls, they'll come out of this looking pretty good.
Samuel now with the ball for the Hawks. Gonna take it, loses it, it looks like, and then it goes out of bounds off of McPherson's hands.
Dragons coming out, change it up a little bit, looking at a little man-to-man pressure in the half court.
Whittle gets it across the line to Brown. Now Ruth looks inside to Jaselskis. She kicks it out to Brown. Now Offer along the baseline, throws it out, cannot be handled by Brown, and it goes out of bounds. So it will be Hawks ball.
That's not what you want out of the timeout. Turnover. Offer just being a little too excited with the pass that time.
Now Lee gets it across the timeline for the Hawks. She can move to her right, gets a pick. Throws up a baseline jumper, cannot get it to go. Brown comes down with the rebound, and now Whittle's going to push it the other way. Throws it all the way down to Ruth. She can't handle it, but she kicks it out to Jaselskis. And Jaselskis, mid-range jumper, no good.
Great hustle by Ruth that time. Good save.
Now Lee over to Harley. Gets a pick from Harris. Harris is going to roll. Passes a little too far, and Ruth comes up with the steal. She kicks it out to Brown. Brown's going to drive baseline, spins out, gets it ripped away. It goes out of bounds, I believe, off her leg, so it will be Hawks ball.
And already, Dragons out of timeout. 2 quick turnovers. Not quite what the coach is looking for. She's here clapping her hands, trying to encourage her team.
And now back underway. Harley gets the inbound. She hits the top of the screen, gets a pick, does not use it, goes to her right, throws up a wild layup, but misses it. But she will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Man, that's a nice drive. Now Brown's put good pressure on out top. You want them to put the ball on the floor, but you need help. Whittle had to step over. 1/2 the step, she could have taken the charge.
Jaselskis just picked up her second foul. Harley is 1 of 2 from the line today. She makes the first one.
She has a nice looking stroke.
Misses the second one. Ruth gets the rebound. Dragons up 4. Have yet to score since the timeout. Now Jaselskis pushes it, goes baseline, kicks it back out to Whittle. Now Ruth. Whittle throws it down low to Brown, who was cutting, and gets a nice basket to go.
That's a great look by Whittle. Brown with the finish off the backboard.
Samuel gonna move to the right, head towards the baseline, spins back out, gets it to Lee, who now goes baseline. She's gonna drive, and then throws the pass away to Brown. And now Whittle heading the other way. Whittle drives, and her pass is stolen away by the trailing Raylan Lee.
Yeah, Whittle trying to kick it to the corner for a jumper.
Lee gets stripped by Jaselskis. Good defensive play, and Jaselskis is going to push it up the court. Gets it into Brown. Brown extra pass to Ruth. And no, they call Brown for a travel.
Yeah, she shuffled her feet just a little bit, but it could have went either way.
Ruth had an opportunity, but unfortunately an extra step. A turnover by the Dragons. So now we have Hurley. Going to bring it up the court. 2 minutes left in the first half. Dragons up 19-13. Hurley spins. Does not get the friendly bounce. Samuel gets the putback, though, off the offensive rebound.
Coach wants a timeout to talk about that.
It's a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay here with you. both teams. Dragons shooting 25%. The Hawks are shooting 23.8%. 9 free throw opportunities for the Hawks, but they've only converted 2 of them so far.
Yep. How many free throws have our Dragons shot today?
5.
5.
They're shooting 40%, 2 of 5. Both teams a little turnover heavy. The Hawks have already committed 18 turnovers, Dragons 13. But the Hawks are winning 6-3 on points off turnovers. So
and that's something that certainly you want to limit. And a lot of these turnovers are unforced, just and some errant passes.
So back underway. Whittle has the ball, up 19-15. She spins around, gets it to Brown. Brown's going to drive baseline, throws it to Ruth. Good defensive play by Desiree Barnes. Now Avery Richardson will come into the game for the Dragons and Zakiya Brown.
Well, tried to get the bounce pass on the baseline, Brown did, but got a hand on it.
Whittle gets it into Offer. Offer misses the shot at the hoop after a nice move to get around the defender, and now Samuel going to push it up the court, and she loses control of it. Just a little bit bothered by Jaselskas getting her hand in there.
Yeah, Jaselskas went after the ball, made her throw it out of bounds. But man, the Dragons are getting so many shots around the bucket, just cannot get them to drop. The speed of the game got a lot of these shots off just by a little.
Jaselskas now over to Whittle. Back to Jaselskas. Trying to look to get it to inside to Offer. Whittle's just going to end up taking it. Misses it. Rebound goes to Jaselskas, and then Offer's going to take a deep 2 and gets that to go. Big time shot by Asani Offer, and we are under a minute left in the first quarter. Dragons up 21-15, 52 seconds on the clock. Harley for the Hawks. Going to get around Richardson, drives, and they're going to call a foul on Asani Offer.
Offer tried to take a charge. As got there, did not have her feet set. I think it's called for the blocking foul.
Harley's going to go to a line where she has gotten her only 2 points of the game. She's actually 0 for 6 from the field, but she's 2 of 4 from the free throw line.
Harley attacking the basket. She's being rewarded.
First free throw gets it to drop.
Harley, that foul line has been part of their offense today.
Gets the second one to drop. 21-17. And now Whittle has it for the Dragons with 45 seconds left. She splits defenders, kicks it out to Offer. Offer, mid-range jumper, gets that to go. Good offense for the Dragons.
Drive and kick, as we call it, and Asani Offer has her feet set, ready to shoot the basketball.
Now Harley, she's going to take a deep 2. Misses that. Rebound drops to Lee. Lee loses it and then slides out of bounds. So it'll be Dragons ball. They'll have the final possession if they want it. 18.5 seconds left.
Shot clock not a factor right here. We'll see what the Dragons do with the ball.
So Whittle gets it across the line. Kicks it over to Jaselskas. To Ruth. Back to Jaselskas. All the way over to Whittle. Almost stolen away, but she's able to recover. Richardson's going to shoot a 3. Misses it off the backboard. And that is the end of the first half here in Columbia. Dragons up 23-17. We will be back for the start of the second half.
Howard Community College is where dreams take flight and opportunities are boundless. No matter where you are in life, you'll have a college experience that fits your needs. Receive support through more than just financial aid, tutoring, and childcare assistance. Gain momentum with accelerated courses and faculty who care. Experience a vibrant community where friendships are formed, passions are pursued, and memories are made. When you graduate, you'll have the degree, skills, confidence, and connections to thrive in today's ever-changing world. Explore endless possibilities in Dragon Country. Discover more at howardcc.edu today. Howard Community College is where dreams take flight and opportunities are boundless. No matter where you are in life, you'll have a college experience that fits your needs. Receive support through more than just financial aid, tutoring, and child care assistance. Gain momentum with accelerated courses and faculty who care. Experience a vibrant community where friendships are formed, passions are pursued, and memories are made. When you graduate, you'll have the degree, skills, confidence, and connections to thrive in today's ever-changing world. Explore endless possibilities in Dragon Country. Discover more at howardcc.edu today.
Cause when we hit the beat, baby,
Community College is where dreams take flight and opportunities are boundless. No matter where you are in life, you'll have a college experience that fits your needs. Receive support through more than just financial aid, tutoring, and childcare assistance. Gain momentum with accelerated courses and faculty who care. Experience a vibrant community where friendships are formed, passions are pursued, and memories are made. When you graduate, you'll have the degree, skills, confidence, and connections to thrive in today's ever-changing world. Explore endless possibilities in Dragon Country. Discover more at howardcc.edu today.
All right, welcome back here to Columbia. Matt Trudell, Mike Withers here with you for the start of the second half. It is 23-17. Let's talk a little bit about the first half. What are some of your thoughts of the first half?
I like what the Dragons are getting up and down the floor. They're doing the right things. Too many turnovers, but I like the pace they're playing with. Good shot selection. Um, just got to cut down on turnovers, and they'll be fine.
And they were able to, weather the storm that was a little bit of the run that we had from this Southern Maryland team to end the first half.
Yep.
And now we are back underway. It's Lee, misses the shot in the lane, is able to tap it back out to Samuel. Now Harley for three, no good, and Offer comes down with the rebound. And now Putman on the other end gets that to go. It's 25-17. First points of the second half go to the Dragons.
Yep, and Offer leading the fast break and putting them out in space. Gets the layup.
Dragons get the steal. Walters. And now Offer throws it baseline to Putman. It's a little behind her. Goes off her hands, and that is a turnover on the Dragons.
Sonny Offer looking for the diagonal pass. And Putnam put to the basket just a little bit behind her, but good look.
Hawks now with the ball. Harley gets it over to Lee. Lee's going to move to her right, gets it to Samuel. Samuel loses it, but she's able to recover. Now Iafetta down low to Harris. Harris being guarded by Walters and gets a tough turnaround shot to go with the friendly bounce.
And Walters, I guess the coaches made a decision that they're going to play behind the post. And that time they gave up a two.
Jaselskis for three on the other end stretches it to a 28-19 lead. That's a 9-point lead, largest the Dragons have had all day. Harley now throws it over to Samuel. Samuel throws up a shot, misses it. Rebounded by Iafetta. She gets that to drop, and both teams are coming out scoring some points.
And coach wants a quick timeout. That was a weak side rebound and follow by Southern Maryland. Not what the coach wants to see.
So the start of the first half was both teams struggled to shoot. They turned it over a lot. Both teams now kind of coming out, scoring some points early. Less than 2 minutes drained off the clock here in the third quarter.
Yep. Both teams putting points on the board. So a lot of times you see that the second half teams get their footings, get the gauge on the basket, and start shooting the ball a lot better. Selskis, that was a nice three she hit in rhythm. So they can get her started. and Putnam, they'll have something going here. Putnam's been a little cold from distance.
That was her first points of the game. So it'll be Dragons ball coming out of this timeout. Offer's going to inbound it to Brown, and we are back underway after the short timeout. 8:12 left in the third quarter. Brown swings it over to Putman. She thought about it, but she's going to back it out to Brown. Now Jaselskis. Extra pass to Brown. Brown's going to drive baseline off the backboard. A little strong, but good idea.
Good swing pass. She was able to get it to the basket off the wing, but just a little strong off the backboard.
Now Harley with the ball for the Hawks. Over to Samuel. Samuel's going to shoot a three off the backboard. No good. Jaselskis comes down with the rebound. She's going to bring it up. Gets it to Putman. Now Jaselskis for three. A little too strong. Offer gets her hand on it, but Harley comes down with the rebound for the Hawks, and she pushes it up. Now Samuel. Harley for three, and she gets that to go. Dragons lead cut to 4, 28-24, 7:09 left in the third quarter.
Harley, that's a nice stroke from about 20 feet.
Jaselskis for three, tries to answer, misses it off the rim. And Lee gets the rebound for the Hawks. She pushes it up to Harley. Harley's going to drive baseline. And then she steps out of bounds. So it'll be Dragons ball. Turnover on the Hawks. And Desiree Barnes is going to come into this game.
And Barnes was a good spark off the bench for Southern Maryland in the first half, so I'm sure the coach is expecting more of the same here.
Brown with the ball for the Dragons, gets it across the timeline, bounces it into Offer. Offer kicks it out to Jaselskis. She kicks it out. Now Putman inside to Walters. Walters turnaround jumper, no good. Battles for the rebound, but it drops to Barnes of the Hawks, and she's going to push it up. Barnes has to back it out to Harris. And now Samuel going to drive baseline, goes under the hoop. Gets it to Lee. Lee throws up a floater. Too strong, no good. But it ends up in the hands of the Hawks. And Samuel, she misses a shot. And now Walters pulls down the rebound. Over to Brown. Now Putman for three. Misses that. And they're going to call Walters on the foul, I believe. And that should be her third, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's a big foul there. Big foul. And Putnam shooting the three in transition. She had open drive to the basket, but she elected for the three.
Harley now gets it across the timeline for the Hawks. And her pass is smacked away by Putman. She ends up with the steal. Jaselskis now going to push it up the court. Drops it off to Offer. Offer hesitation, then steps aside. Now Putman down low to Jaselskis. And then they're just going to reset at the top with Putman. Jaselskis for three. Short. Offer gets the rebound. Then she drives baseline, and she is fouled on the floor. I believe that's on Harris.
Good patience, good offense by the Dragons. Pulled it out, reset, had a nice shot, and Offer chasing down the offensive rebound. Dragons doing a good job here in the second half of moving the basketball, playing at a good pace.
Putman looking to inbound it, has to get inside to Offer, gets smacked away, but Putman's able to recover. Turnaround jumper, floater, gets it to go.
Just how you draw up that out of bounds play.
Dragons up 30-24, 5 minutes left in the third quarter. We will have a media timeout at the next stoppage. Samuel with the Hawks throws it out to Lee. She struggles with it. Battle for the ball. It will be a jump ball. It will go to the Dragons. And that is the media timeout. So 30-24, 4:50 left in the third quarter. We will be back. All right, back out of the media timeout. We're back here in Columbia. Dragons with a 6-point lead.
As suspected, both teams shooting much better here into the third quarter, up to 33%.
Now it's Zakiah Brown over to Putman. Then Jaselskis for three. It's going to miss, but it looks like a perfect pass to Mackenzie Walters, who gets fouled on the shot. She misses it, but she will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Walters doing a good job coming in for the weak side rebound. Trying to clean that one up. That was a good pass from.
Fouls. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying good pass from Caden. She meant to do that.
Yes. Foul is on number 2, Andrea Harley. Walters misses the first free throw. Can stretch the lead to 7. Misses that one, and then they're going to call a lane violation.
They got to wait till it hits the backboard. But, very happy for Mackenzie Walters. Playing hard. Seeing the floor right now. Hard work has paid off for her.
So Harley, her pass gets deflected, but Samuel's able to recover. Then she's trapped. And a timeout is going to be called by head coach Devon Muhammad from the Hawks. We'll stay here.
Dragons liking that little half-court trap. It's been very effective today.
So Dragons have shot 21 three-point shots in this game. Only hit 4 of them, 19%. You know, they're still here with a 6-point lead. But you'd probably like to see, the Hawks have only shot 9. You know, you have to shoot threes. That's fine. But, you might want to find more opportunities for 2 points, especially if they're not falling from 3-point range.
But if you recall, they missed so many easy shots around the basket that have not been able to drop.
Yep.
Now, these threes have been within the rhythm of their offense.
Yeah, none of them are really forced.
Yeah, they will start dropping because threes come in bunches. You'll miss some, and then you'll start making a bunch. So you'll see them starting to fall.
Barnes out of the timeout, inbounds it to Harley. Now Harley, gonna get a pick from her teammate, has to pick up her dribble, kicks it out to Samuel. Samuel for 3. Does not get the friendly bounce. Walters gets the rebound, and now Brown heading the other way for the Dragons. Up to Putman, inside to Walters, and Walters gets called for a travel. She was a bit indecisive there.
Yeah. Walters hadn't been playing a whole lot, too. This is fairly new for her, but she's really running the floor, doing all the right things, so it'll come together.
And definitely earning some minutes. The inbound pass a little high for Hurley, but she's able to recover. Now Samuel, inside, stolen away by Offer. Good defense by the Dragons. And now Putman passes a little too high for her.
Offer doing a good job looking up the floor. Just a little out of reach at Putman.
Whittle and Ruth come in for Walters and Brown. And now it'll be Hawks ball down 6. 3:45 left in this third quarter. Lee throws it up. It gets tipped away by Putman. Then Barnes, it goes off of her. Good no foul call there. Both battling for the ball.
Yeah, great hustle by both teams. I like this lineup on the floor with you have Ruth and Offer and Putnam. So defensively, got a good lineup here.
Jaselskis gets the pick, pass from Whittle. Now Ruth going to drive baseline, misses the shot, and it goes to Lee of the Hawks. She's going to push it, gets poked away. Samuel's able to save it. Now it's back in Lee's hands. And now Barnes taking on defenders. She tries to pass it down low to Harris, and it apparently goes off of a Dragon. Walters is going to come in for Ruth.
Coach wants to have a few words with Ruth. Give her some guidance on defense, I would suspect.
Barnes throws it into Harris. She misses it, gets her own rebound, misses the putback, and then it goes off of Putman, so it will be Hawks ball.
Harris doing a good job battling for the offensive rebounds.
Barnes throws it out to Harley. And now Samuel inside to Harris. And they call travel. I was about to say, if they called a foul, especially with that would have been her fourth foul.
Been a tough call.
So a travel, turnover by the Hawks. It'll be Dragons ball.
Coach lucky to have Kenzie Warmson playing behind the post, and it's been effective so far.
Ayana Harris is going to take a seat. Coming in for her is Akila McPherson for the Hawks. And now Whittle with the ball. Going to bring it up the court for this Dragons team. Whittle inside to Jaselskis. Nice move by Jaselskis. She misses the shot. It will go out of bounds off of the Hawks. I'm guessing they're saying that was partially blocked.
Yeah, a lot of contact down there. Coach got her arms up. They got a foul.
They changed their mind, so it'll be Hawks ball.
Wow, so she's saying she didn't get hit by anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back underway, Harley. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Barnes gets it across the line. She kicks it over to Harley. Harley hesitates. Now she's going to take on defenders. Goes, gets fouled. And she will go to a line.
Hope this is not on Walters.
I think they're going to call it on Jaselskis, but we'll see. Oh, they called it on Walters, so that is her fourth. So to the line for two is Andrea Harley.
Harley really put her head down, got to the rim that time, and was rewarded.
She's 7 points. That's her 8th point, actually. She is 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Gets both of them to drop. So a 4-point lead by the Dragons. Ruth comes back in for Walters. We will probably not see Walters for quite some time. And now Whittle back underway for the Dragons, trying to stretch their lead back out. Hutman over to Whittle. Whittle's going to move to her left, spin, splits the defender, throws it down low to Ruth, but it is a travel.
Whittle a little out of control, making a spin move in traffic.
Now Harley's going to bring it up the court. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. McPherson gets it back out to Harley. Dragons doing a little bit of trapping. Now Barnes, nice baseline pass to Lee, but she misses it, and Jaselskis ends up with the rebound.
Boy, break for the Dragons.
Whittle baseline to Ruth on the other end. She misses a shot, but she is fouled.
Great shuttle pass by Whittle to Ruth.
Excellent eyes.
Yeah.
So
powered it up, but couldn't get the three the old-fashioned way.
Desiree Barnes picks up her second foul. Ruth will go to the line for two. Gets the first one to go. That was her first free throw of the game.
Yeah, Ruth doing a good job collapsing to the basket, and Whittle. That's a great look.
Gets both of them to drop. Big free throws for Mariah Ruth as we come to the end of this third quarter. Dragons up 32-26. Samuel gets it baseline to Barnes. Baseline jumper gets it to go.
Nice looking shot by Barnes on the baseline over top of two defenders.
Dragons up 4 points. Putman with the ball. Now Whittle gets a pick from Offer. Has to kick it out to Offer. Extra pass to Jaselskis for three. She misses that. Rebound goes. Nope, it goes out of bounds. So it'll be Hawks ball. 57.4 seconds left in this quarter.
Jaselskis doing a good job looking for a shot. A little strong on that one.
Harley now gets it across the line. She moves to her left, gets a pick from Barnes. Now Barnes gets the pass back, but Ruth smacks it away, and then Putman gets it up to Ruth. Ruth gets fouled on the layup. She misses it. Didn't really have a shot to get the shot.
Yeah.
And then now it will be 2 free throws coming Mariah Ruth's way.
Good run out by Ruth. Pass by Putnam, hitting her in stride.
Ooh, just misses it, does not get the friendly roll.
Ruth with the second. You'll probably see Dragons back in that little 1-3-1 here at the end of the third quarter.
Gets the second one to go. 33-28, 40 seconds left. Harley gets it across the line. Over to Lee. Lee gets it poked away, but she's able to recover. Then a steal from Offer. Offer gets it over to Jaselskis. Out to Whittle for 3. Misses that. Barnes gets the rebound. Barnes going to take it. Gets it to Lee. Lee misses it. And now Putman, 10 seconds. And Ruth steps out of... Oh, no, a travel. They call travel on Ruth.
Yep. Boy, good job by Dragons getting back, stealing the basketball, but then another turnover.
Samuel drops it in to Harley. 5 seconds on the clock. Harley kicks it over to Samuel for 3. Deep 3. Hits off the backboard. No good. So at the end of 3 quarters, Dragons are up 33-28, a 5-point lead. We'll be back at the start of the 4th quarter. All right, back here in Columbia, the Keller Foundation Complex on the campus of Howard Community College for the start of the 4th quarter and final quarter of regulation. And it will be the Hawks with the ball. Harley gets the inbound. Dragons have a 5-point lead. Lee gets her pass tipped, but Harley is able to recover it. Now back over to Lee. Samuel's going to move to the right. Gets it to Harley. Harley will shoot a 3, and she gets that to go. So first shot of the half drops for
Hardy, that's a contested 3. It's a nice looking shot.
Putman gets called for the travel, so Dragons have a 2-point lead. This is the closest the game has been since the first half.
You don't want Harley to get hot. It would not be a good time for her to get hot for the Dragons.
Lee over to Harley. Now Samuel for three. Misses that. Putman is able to tap it back to Offer. Offer gets it up to Putman. Now Ruth, baseline three. A little too long. Jaselskis is able to slap it out of Barnes' hands, but she's able to recover. And now Ruth with the steal.
Job by Ruth, better slow it up. Dragons will reset.
Putman over to Jaselskis. Now Putman. Whittle inside to Offer. Turnaround jumper. Ooh, not friendly.
Right.
Battle for the rebound, and Barnes gets it of the Hawks.
Rim has not been friendly for the home team today.
Samuel gets it over to Lee. Lee splits defenders, but they're going to call a foul. It's going to be on Whittle.
Well,
Oh, nope, Putman. That is her third foul. First minutes of the game now coming for number 14, Nicole Forbes. And Zakiah Brown comes back into the game. Putman and Jaselskis are going to take a seat and get some rest. Barnes inbounds it to Lee, and Lee was left alone, and she ties this ball game up.
and I know the coach can't be happy with that. The Dragons fell asleep. Just gave up a layup on the inbounds pass.
So Whittle now with the ball. Over to Forbes. Forbes gets a pick from Offer, and then she's stripped of the ball. Samuel gets stripped from Forbes, and then Forbes is going to take it. Does not get the layup to drop.
Boy, I'm telling you, they've had more balls go in and out today than I've seen in a long time. Man, Forbes committed the turnover, hustles, gets it back. Can't get the three the old-fashioned way.
Fouls on number 33, Akila McPherson. That's her first foul. Forbes will go to line for two. This will be her first of the day. Misses it off the front of the rim.
Dragons maybe looking at a little full court pressure.
Doesn't get that one to go, but Offer gets the offensive rebound and gets a tough little layup to go.
Call that a circus shot.
Yeah.
On the playground. We'll take it.
Dragons up 35-33. Samuel now with the ball for the Hawks, and she throws it away. It will be a backcourt violation, but Forbes dives on the ground. And it'll be jump ball, and it will go to the Dragons.
But also by Forbes. But if she had just let her touch it, it would have been their ball anyway.
Yeah. But, you know, it's tough to rely on the ref sometimes, so I guess that was what her thought process was.
Good hustle on her part.
McPherson comes out of the game for Ioletta. And now Forbes looking to inbound the ball. Gets it to Ruth. Ruth gets it to drop. Another tough shot drops for the Dragons. Back up to a 4-point lead.
Strong play by Ruth that time.
Harley gets a pick from Lee. Kicks it out to Barnes. Barnes is going to drive. And then a travel is called on Barnes. Good job by Offer to get that help defense.
Yeah, that's great. Great. Kept her feet planted, kept her hands up, no reaching. Good play. Dragons on a little 4-0 run here.
Now Whittle inside to Offer. Offer kicks it out to Whittle for three. Misses that one. Ruth gets the offensive rebound, goes up, misses the putback. Whittle gets the offensive rebound, but she steps out of bounds. Good hustle by the Dragons for those offensive rebounds.
Very active on the backboard. I can see that.
McPherson will come back into the game for Iafetta. Dragons with a 4-point lead, 6:50 left in the fourth quarter. And now Harley gets it across the line.
Dragons in a man-to-man set.
Pass is knocked away by Offer. Whittle with it, throws it up. Ruth is able to secure it, and she's going to take a three. Misses that. Bounces down to Harley of the Hawks, who gets it across the timeline, and then she loses it off of her foot. So it'll be Dragons ball. Tough defense by Forbes there.
Yeah, Dragons have picked up their intensity, going to the man-to-man, and seems to be paying off for them. Good ball pressure.
Brown inbounds it to Forbes. Now Brown over to Whittle. Ruth inside to Offer. Offer nice hesitation and gets it to go.
That's a great move. Up and under with the left hand. That's a pretty move by Offer.
And she brings really good defense, but when she can get the offense going, it makes them dangerous. And a errant pass is stolen by Brown, who throws it all the way down court to Ruth. Then Ruth gets stripped. It goes out of bounds off of the Hawks.
That's a good look. Gets the ball down court. Ruth goes after the basketball. She didn't wait for it. She went after it. Strong move to the basket, so I like it.
Forbes could have just tossed it all the way out to Whittle. Now Forbes. Whittle looking inside to Offer. Offer's just going to spin out, bounces it over to Forbes. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Forbes takes it all the way, gets fouled on the floater, does not get it to go, but she will go to the line for two.
That's good patient offense by the Dragons. They already spread the floor, made the Hawks chase, and they get to the free throw line. Good penetration.
Foul was on number 4, Raylan Lee. That's her 4th foul. So second player in foul trouble. Forbes gets the first one to drop. Dragons back up to 7-point lead already. So Hawks were able to tie it, which is the closest they've been since the start of this game. But the Dragons on a nice little 7-point run, make that an 8-point run.
And it's really been sparked by their defense, Matt. They've been doing a good job pressuring the basketball. Assigning Offer has really given them a spark. And here to go in a little full court man-to-man set.
Harris came into the game for the Hawks. They're going to call a blocking foul on Offer.
And that's a tough call. I think she did a good job. She got there. She was outside of the circle, had her feet set, bang, bang play, and it goes to the Hawks. Good job by signing off.
That's Offer's second foul. You know, smart play by Samuel. They've been struggling, so, you know, now at least you get some free throws coming your way.
Yeah, she attacked the basket. But I like what the Dragons are doing. Good rotation on defense. And, doesn't get the free throw.
Yep.
When we're on the playground, we say the ball don't lie.
And she is now 0 for 2 from the free throw line this game. Second free throw. Doesn't get that to go, and Ruth gets the rebound. Now Whittle on the other end from the long pass gets that layup to go. And just like that, Dragons are up by 10.
And that's good transition offense. Getting the ball up, good attacking by Whittle.
Hurley for 3 to try and stop the bleeding, and Whittle gets the rebound. Now Forbes on the other end, right-handed layup, gets that to go. Dragons now up 12 points.
And just like that. Now that shot by Harley she was getting a little desperate because the lead is getting up there, forced you to take a bad shot, and you get an easy one on the other end.
Now Barnes misses the shot. Ruth gets the rebound all the way up to Whittle. Whittle's going to have an easy layup at the end, and she gets that to drop, and it's 47 to 33. Dragons on a 14-point run right now.
Remember, I mentioned in the first half about fatigue. So right now, it might be playing a role with the Hawks.
Harley, and they're going to call a foul. I think they're going to call it on the floor before it gets to that point. And then there's a bit of a scuffle going on.
calling him over to the bench. Don't want any technical fouls or anything.
We're going to have a media timeout and sort this whole thing out. We will be back. It's 4:08 left in the fourth quarter. 47-33. Dragons on a large run.
I think she.
Welcome back to the Caller Foundation Complex. We're going to still trying to figure out what happened here.
A little tussle with the post. Felt she was hit maybe intentionally.
So will be Hawks ball. Barnes will have it. I believe the foul was called on Mariah Ruth, and that's her second foul, but that's all I know so far. Barnes bounces it into Lee.
Yep.
Lee gets hit on the arm by Ruth, so she's going to pick up a quick foul.
That's it. Yeah. Game getting a little chippy right now.
So Ruth is the second Dragon with 3 fouls or more. Lee will go to the line for 2 free throws.
The Dragons been playing solid defense up until that point. Just a little handoff, and no one steps in. Laying to the basket.
And I lied. Third Dragon with 3 fouls or more. First free throw drops, and the Dragons' 14-point run is over with that point scored by Lee.
Dragons need to keep their foot on the gas.
12-point lead, 4:02 left in the fourth quarter. Whittle over to Brown. Now Forbes. Whittle left open, pump fakes, drives baseline, throws up the floater, gets it to drop. Real pretty.
That's a nice play along the baseline. Little right-hand floater by Whittle, right over top of the defender.
Now Harley over to Barnes. Samuel's good drive baseline, spins, gets it out to Iafetta, who shoots a 3 and gets that to go.
Yeah, timely shot by Iafetta in rhythm.
Now Forbes quickly gets it to the other end, and then she is going to be fouled by number 4, Raylan Lee.
Hawks trying to turn up the pressure on the ball. Forbes doing a good job taking care of the basketball, forces the foul.
That is Raylan Lee's 5th foul, so she has fouled out of this game. And now Whittle will get the inbound. Lee finishes the game with 6 points, 8 rebounds. Brown over to Whittle. Could have been a travel. No call that go around.
Yeah,
8 seconds.
Yep, the Hawks into a man-to-man defense.
Whittle gets around the defender, drops it off to Ruth, and gets it. Unselfish play there by Whittle.
That might be the play of the game there, Matt. That's a great drive and just a little flip back to Ruth, and she finishes. That's a nice looking play.
Whittle pokes it out of Harley's hands, but it will stay with the Hawks. 2:47 left in the fourth quarter. Dragons are up 13. Barnes gets that to go.
Hawks still battling.
Now Whittle gets it across the line. Over to Offer. Now Ruth. Ruth is going to drive. Ball gets held up. And she will go to line for 2 free throws.
Man, Ruth made a strong drive, but she had Offer if she wanted to on the back door play. Offer made a nice move to get open on the back door. Ruth took it to the hoop.
Ruth off the bench, 10 points, 5 rebounds.
This might be her best point production game of the season, I believe, for Ruth. Coming off the bench.
Misses the first free throw. Gets the second one to go. 52-40 is the score. Harley gets the inbound pass. She gets it back to Samuel. Samuel's going to drive. Right-handed layup does not go, but she's going to go to the line for 2 free throws as she is fouled.
Kia Brown got beat off the dribble. She's out putting pressure, but someone has to step in on the help side. You can't drive 30 feet to the basket. Can't have that.
That is Brown's first foul. And you know that the clock is in the favor of the Dragons here with these fouls and giving them free throws. Could open the door for the Hawks, who makes their first free throw. Samuel does.
Down to a 11-point lead right now.
Makes the second one. 52-42. Brown gets the inbound. Offer over to Ruth. Now Brown. And they call a full timeout by Coach Barnes, so we are going to step aside. Score is 52-42. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. All right, we are back. 1:57. Dragons will have 17 seconds on the shot clock. Inbound goes to Asani Offer. And now Brown. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They had Offer in the middle down there. They didn't find her. 5 seconds. Brown to Offer. Running out of time. Throws up a shot at the last second. Gets it to go. What a play by Asani Offer, who's had a very good game today.
That's a nice left-handed little half jump hook in the lane by Offer.
Samuel now with the ball for the Hawks. Down 12. It's going to get picked from Barnes. It does not work out in her favor. Drops it off to McPherson.
Boy, Hawks burning a lot of time off the clock to be trailing.
Harley has to force a three, and Brown gets the rebound. Now Whittle. She's going to bring up the court. And a timeout. Nope, there's just a substitution. So Richardson will come in for Brown. Dragons 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Whittle gets it. 1 minute left in regulation. Forbes now drives, throws up a tough shot, gets it to drop off the backboard.
Forbes only played here in the fourth quarter, but she's been very effective. Had the early turnover, but she's scored very well here.
A foul is going to be called on Richardson. That is her first foul.
And one of the big things, expected the Dragons to win here, so you have to win the games that you're supposed to. And if they do that here in the second half of the season, they'll do okay.
Samuel can't get the first free throw to go. Second one. Misses that off the front of the rim. Forbes gets the rebound and gets poked out of bounds by Samuel. So it'll be Dragons ball. 37 seconds left. 7 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Forbes gets around Barnes. She's going to take it all the way. Gets a tough layup to go. 58-42.
Take it over here in the last few minutes of the ball game.
Now Samuel gets that layup to go. Nice move around the defenders. And now we are 10 seconds left. The Dragons will likely not shoot it. They're going to run out this clock. They're going to improve to 5-7 on the season. And we will be back here in Columbia on Wednesday. It's an early game, 12 o'clock against Garrett. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Again, the final score is 58-44. Dragons improved to 5-7. And have a good one. 20 minutes from now, there will be the men's game, so tune in for that.